Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have for you a dupes video, which I'm so excited for. These are some of my favorite videos to film. It's always so much fun to go through my makeup and find some really good alternatives for some of my favorite high-end makeup products. I mean, I love to splurge every once in a while. Who doesn't? We all deserve to, but who doesn't love to save money? I mean, I know I do. I actually don't have everything for a full face of dupes, but I was looking through my makeup and I was like, you know what? Let me do a top 10 video. I feel like it's a lot less overwhelming, but I still have a really good variety of different makeup products in here for a dupes video. And I'm actually wearing the products on my face right now. So on my right side, which is gonna be your left, I am wearing the drugstore and affordable makeup. And then on my left side, which is gonna be your right, I am wearing the high-end makeup products, which you will see throughout the video. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this. As always, don't forget to grab a snack and let's just go ahead and jump into the dupes. Okay, so first things first, let's start off with eyeshadows. So I'm actually really excited about this eyeshadow dupe because I couldn't believe it. So this is the Anastasia and Norvina eyeshadow palette, which is one of my favorite palettes actually. I think it's such a pretty, unique palette. I don't have anything else like this with these colors in it. It's beautiful, and Anastasia is probably my favorite high-end formula because it's buttery, it's creamy, and I love all the different color schemes that they have in each palette. I feel like they just kill it every single time. So this is a really nice spring, summery, pinky, purpley, warm tone palette, and I also like the little pops of cool tones in here. It's nice. I was really happy to find this dupe. This was actually sent to me in my P.O. box, which is kind of random, but this is from the brand Color, and this one is the Whimsical palette. So obviously the packaging is a lot cheaper versus the Anastasia one. I mean, this is a cheaper palette, and you look on the inside and it doesn't have the names or anything like the Anastasia one. You can obviously tell that it is a dupe, but I was really surprised at how these perform on the eyes. They are buttery, they're creamy. You do have to build some of them up a little bit, and the shades aren't as, I wouldn't say vibrant as the Anastasia one. Like, some of them appear to be a little bit lighter versus the Anastasia ones, but I still think it's a really great palette for the price. This palette is $10, which is like such a steal. So yeah, it's 100% worth it. You have to work with it a little bit more, but honestly for that price point, you cannot beat it. So I'm here for it. I love the colors in here, like I said, because they are very, very, very similar to the ones from the Norvina palette. Even like the way that they are displayed in the palette is pretty much identical to the Anastasia one. So I really like it. I actually did use quite a few of the colors in here. Mostly like the warm tone orange, the burnt brown shade up here. I used a little bit of this deep purple and the light purple all over the lid. So I kept the look really, really simple, but with the colors that I did play with, I'm really impressed with, and for a $10 palette, I love it. I almost forgot these eye products. So I have here the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. You guys know I love these. These are probably the best on the market. They are so, so good. And the shade that I have today is Into the Blue. I actually randomly found this one, I'm pretty sure, at like TJ Maxx or like Marshall's. And I don't know why they sell those there, but I mean, I'm not mad about it because it was like $7 or $8. But these are really, really expensive if you go to buy them at like Ulta or online. They're pricey. So I'm so excited about these. These are new from Koki Cosmetics. This is the Crystal Fusion Liquid Shadow, and this one is in the shade, wait a minute, what shade is it in? It doesn't say. Galactic. It's like a really pretty, like, kind of like duochrome, purpley pink, no, it's not purpley blue, like just a whimsical color. Like, I just feel like this is like reminding me of like a fairy or something. It's so pretty. I will say the Stila one is a little bit brighter. It looks a little bit icier, whereas the Koki one, it's still like really glittery and really pretty, but it's a little bit darker. So I try my best to like make both of the shades work. I feel like one of my eyes still looks a little bit different than the other, but I'm so impressed with these Koki ones. They have a bunch of different colors as well. I just decided to use these two shades today. It's so convenient though to have stuff like this because I hate working with glitter. It's so messy, but things like this are just quick because you just take it, apply it, blend it out, and you're good to go. No mess, but you still get that really wet, glittery look, and I love it. So good job, Koki. I love these. Jumping into face products. So I actually have the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is oil-free, pore minimizing, and I totally agree. I typically don't love a lot of pore minimizing primers because they're either too dry on my skin or they have like a silicone base, which does not work with my skin at all anymore. So I really love this. I really do feel like it is like Facetune in a bottle, which is what I originally heard from Hanny Bakes here on YouTube. And when I tried it, I was like, this literally is like Facetune. It literally just minimizes your pores, makes your skin look super soft, and I love the way my foundation goes on over top. Now, I will say the two primers that I'm going to mention to you guys, they do not help with oil control. They literally just help with pores. So if you have super oily oily skin, I recommend going in with something that is made for oil control and like for mattifying your skin. But if you're looking for something just for pores, this one's great. However, I recently found this dupe and I was shocked because I didn't think I could find something with this similar texture to the Smashbox one, but I did. So this is the Catrice Prime and Fine Poreless Blur Primer. It's a long-lasting soft focus effect. Totally agree with this. I feel like this literally is one of those dupes where you don't need to go out and get the high-end product because this will give you the same exact effect on your skin. It's soft, it's poreless, and when you apply your foundation, it's gonna just look airbrushed and so beautiful. Next up for concealer, this is probably my favorite dupe out of everything because I love this concealer so much and I want everybody to go out and try it like today because it's that good. So for the high-end side, I have the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. I have this one in the shade Sugar Biscuit. And then for the dupe, I have the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. I will no longer be repurchasing the Huda Beauty one because I will be repurchasing the BH Studio one because it is that good. It's that full coverage. It's creamy. It doesn't excessively crease on me. It's not drying like Tarte Shape Tape. I know a lot of you guys have told me that that concealer does not work for you. It's very powdery. It's very dry. This one is super full coverage and it's not drying. This is another dupe where I wouldn't go out and repurchase the high-end version anymore because this is just that good, if not better, because I feel like it's just so creamy and it melts into your skin seamlessly. So I do want to mention that I did use 2 different sponges throughout the clips that I'm showing you to apply my under eye concealer and everything. So on one side I used the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge and then on the other I used my Wet n Wild Beauty Sponge, which these are like the only 2 sponges that I use to apply any cream products on my face. But yeah, it's great. I will say the only thing is the Huda Beauty one does have like this metal applicator, which I do really like. Feels really nice on the skin and it feels very cooling. The BH Cosmetics one doesn't have that. It's not a big deal though because like what matters really is what's on the inside, and on the inside of this tube it's gold. So yeah, BH Cosmetics, you killed it with this concealer. It's amazing. And by the way, I mixed 2 shades. I used the shade 106 and 113. And since I did kind of technically do 2 layers of the concealer, I went in and added an extra layer of the Huda Beauty one just to make both sides as similar as possible, which I know my makeup doesn't look exactly symmetrical, but I feel like if you're not really paying attention to me and I'm just like walking by, you're not gonna know that I'm wearing half drugstore, half high-end. So okay, next up for powder, I have here the Fenty Pro Filter Banana Loose Powder. I love this powder. This is so beautiful. It looks great in pictures. It has like almost like a softening effect and it gives you such a bright under eye look, and I just really love it. Fenty has become, I think it's my new favorite high-end brand. I really do. I love their products. So I have, this is not an exact dupe. It's not like totally spot on, but it's a good alternative. Again, if you want a similar effect and you just don't want to spend that much money on a powder. This is the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder, and this one is in Banana. This is beautiful. It also looks really good in pictures, and I really like ColourPop's No Filter line. I think the only thing that really I don't like with my skin at all is their No Filter concealer, but other than that, their products do work really well with my skin, and this powder is so nice. It's really brightening. The banana shade is not too yellowy on the skin, and it's a nice translucent powder. Now, to be fair, you do get a lot more powder in the Fenty one versus the ColourPop one, so just a little FYI, but yeah, I love them both, to be honest. I also wanted to mention a brow mascara. So this is the Milk Makeup Cush Fiber Brow Gel in the shade Grind. I actually really like this color and I love this brow gel. I think it's great. And you guys know I love my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, and that's like $7. So I'm like, why not? Like, why would I not keep repurchasing that? But I recently found this Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. This is not like a new product or anything, but it was new to me because I had never used it before because they never had my shade. But this one is in the shade 02 Brownie Brows. I will say the only difference between these two, honestly, is the color. The color of the Milk one is slightly darker. Like one of my brows might look a little bit darker than the other, but as far as the formula, the little tiny one that it has, I feel like it is honestly the same. And I love how the Essence one even comes with filling fibers, because you could even fill in your brows with this without actually like filling in your brows. You know what I mean? Like if you just want to run something really quick through your brows, the Essence one is great. I really love them both, but again, the Essence one is so affordable, and if you can get past the fact that the shades aren't exact, it's a really great brow mascara. Next up, I have a highlighter. I actually have two highlights. So I have here a classic. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this one is in Opal. This is one of my favorite high-end highlights. Well, at least it used to be. I honestly don't use it that much anymore, but I recently started using it again, and I was like, oh my god, this is so pretty. It's just like a classic really pretty like light shade. It's not too light on my skin. It's a really, really nice color. I do love it. But I recently discovered the Cookie Soft Glow highlighters, and I was like, wow, these are super wet, super pretty on the skin, and they're not glittery. So the shade that I have here is in Gleaming, and it's not the exact same color as Opal, but as far as the formula and like the textures and the way that they feel, like just really soft and just very like buttery with no glitter, I would say Cookie takes the win. And the packaging on these is gorgeous. I mean, this literally looks high-end with this really pretty gold mirrored packaging. I love it. Okay, now we have loose highlighters. So I'm really, really excited about this. So on the high-end side, I have the Artist Couture loose highlighter. This one is their Diamond Glow Powder, actually, to be more specific. And this one is in Summer Haze. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm. This is a really pretty highlight. It is stunning. A dupe that I have are the Wet n Wild loose highlighters. Now, I actually applied a different shade than the one that I'm gonna show you. The shade that I applied is Hustle and Glow, which is a little bit more of a bronzy tone, whereas the Artist Couture one is a little bit less bronzy and more like icy and champagne-y, you know what I mean? But as far as the formula and the effect, they both do the same exact thing. I think Wet n Wild's loose highlights are amazing. Some of the best that I've ever tried. They're so stunning, so beaming, and they look really, really gorgeous, like all over your body, on the tops of your cheekbones. So the shade that I have swatched here is called Written in the Stars, and this one is from their Zodiac collection, but they do have a bunch of other loose highlighter shades. You can look on their website or even online or even in stores as well. I've seen a bunch of different loose highlights at Walmart, so check them out. And you could even make your own like body lava out of these, like just mix a little bit of loose highlight in with like your favorite body spray or something, and you have like your very own like shimmery body lava spray, and it's so pretty. So Wet n Wild, they always kill it with their highlights. I think they definitely have probably the best at the drugstore. Yeah, they do, for sure. Now moving into lip products. So for the high-end side, I have the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipsticks. I love these. This formula is my favorite next to Smashbox. They are so comfortable on the lips. They have a lot of different colors, and they just feel nice. They are very long wearing and just amazing. So this shade is really pretty too. It's like I'm wearing it today. It's like a bright shade, but at the same time, it's not too bright and not too like over the top. It's very like a neutral bright color. So I love this color, and a dupe that I have found that I've grown to love within the past year is the Pixie by Petra liquid lipsticks. These are so good. The formula is so lightweight. It literally reminds me so much of the Ofra ones because it just feels very like moussey, very light, not too thick, just very comfortable, and I like the way that they fade because I don't get that nasty butthole lip. It looks really, really nice. So the shade that I have here is Au Naturel. Now it's not the same exact shade. It is a little bit different than the Ofra one. Like I feel like the one from Pixie is slightly brighter, but like the color tone is very similar. Again, it's all about the formula really to me, and because there's a lot of colors that look alike, but the formulas aren't really there for me, but the formula of the Pixie one is there and beyond that. Like it's so nice, it's so comfortable, and you can find Pixie at Target. Okay, then another lip product that I have is a lip topper. So this is the Jouer lip topper. Why can I not talk today? Lip topper. Lip topper, and this one is in Skinny Dip. So I actually don't love this. This is, it's like average. I wouldn't repurchase it. I feel like the glitter looks very chunky on the lips. It doesn't look very smooth and very creamy and very wet. It's just kind of like there and just chunky. So I don't love this one, but I do love the drugstore version. So these are the Makeup Revolution lip toppers, and this one is in the shade Exquisite. These are everything and more. I like these more than the Jouer ones, and honestly, I like these more than a lot of lip toppers that I've tried because they're creamy, but they're still really wet and juicy on the lips. They're not sticky, and like the shimmery lip topper goodness that's in here is not super chunky, and there's no like visible glitter or anything in it. It's just very shiny, which I really like. That's the best way for me to describe it. These are shiny, whereas the Jouer ones are just like chunky. Last but not least, I have a setting spray here. So this is the Anastasia Dewy Set Setting Spray. So this is actually really, really pretty. I've been really enjoying this. It smells like coconut. It smells like just very tropical, and I really like the spritzer. It's kind of like MAC Fix Plus in that sense, so it's nice. I do like this. So the couple times that I did use it, and after I like let it sit and I look at my makeup after a couple hours, I'm like, oh my god, I look really dewy. I look really pretty, but this reminds me of the e.l.f. one. So this is the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. I love this spray to death. If you want to glow, but you don't want to be glittery or shimmery or oily, you will love this spray. It's my favorite for summer because it really is just so pretty and so hydrating, but it doesn't accentuate any oils on my face. It just makes me look really fresh and like just not cakey. Like, I don't know, I just love it. And it smells like coconut and just very tropical. It's not super overpowering, but that coconutty warm scent is definitely there. So if you don't like that, you probably won't like, honestly, either one one of these, but if you do, I totally recommend it. I think it's great. This is another dupe where I feel like it's the same exact thing. You don't have to go and purchase the Anastasia one because the e.l.f. one is just as good, if not probably better, to be honest. All right, guys, so those are my current top 10 dupes. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me your dupes down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and that is it. Thanks for everything. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.